Welcome to New York Giants Full Access. What's going on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, all platforms? Welcome to another episode of New York Giants Full Access with your boy Big Pat Sports Talk. Hit that like and subscribe button and that big blue join button if you want to join the big blue crew. Now, today we're going to be listening to a New York Giants legend, and Mr. Eli Manning. And he's going to talk about Daniel Jones a little bit. And I've been on record saying about Daniel Jones that he's not going to be able to put up the stats that you guys are looking for, that these elite quarterbacks are looking for, because he just doesn't have that type of talent around him, and the game plan does not call for him to do that. Reason why: we have a good coaching staff. That's why. This coaching staff knows our deficiencies on offense and what we can and cannot do. So that's why he is putting Daniel Jones in a situation where he doesn't have to force passes or try to force the ball downfield or try to be the elite franchise quarterback that everybody says that everybody needs to win in this league. Obviously, that sentiment is being proven wrong because we're 4-1 and Daniel Jones is not putting up franchise quarterback type numbers. He only has three touchdowns on the season. He hasn't thrown a touchdown in 3 weeks. But for some reason we continue to win. And that's because of defense. That's because we put the ball in our best playmaker's hands, of Saquon Barkley. And we simplify our offense to where Daniel Jones can make good throws if our receivers are able to get open, which hasn't been the case for a lot of this year. And Daniel Jones uses his legs to pick up first downs. Daniel Jones has 21 first downs running the ball. He actually has more first downs running the ball than Saquon Barkley does. Saquon Barkley has 18. Daniel Jones has 21. We are winning in an unconventional way. And I just want the fans to know that we're winning in an unconventional way because we're an unconventional team right now. We're not a team that could just line up and air you out and just line up and dominate you on offense. No, we're a tough, grit, winning team. Every game has been to the wire. We said this coming into this season that we were going to be a gritty team and we were going to have to put the ball in Saquon's hands in order to win games. Shout out to Big Blue Loop, a.k.a. G Nation Inside Sports. Go subscribe to his channel. He was the main one that said in the first 5 to 6 weeks, we were going to be a team just like this. We're going to put the ball in Saquon Barkley's hands. Daniel Jones is going to have to do what he needs to do as far as in the pocket, making crucial third down, sometimes fourth down conversions for us. And we've done that, and we played great defense in the first 5 weeks. And I believe that continues against the Ravens. But I also said that our receivers are making it where all eyes are on Daniel Jones, and they're just waiting for Daniel Jones to make a mistake and throw the ball. And if he does that, if he does what you guys want in a franchise quarterback, throw the ball all over the field, throw the ball deep, try to make plays, he will have plenty of turnovers, and then you definitely would be killing him. But I know I'm just Big Pat Sports Talk. I'm a nobody in a lot of people's eyes. Oh, you just talking. You're a Daniel Jones homer. Well, let's listen to a 2-time Hall of Famer, Eli Manning, and see what he has to say about Daniel Jones going forward in this season and what he's done so far this season. So let's head to the media room and let's listen to a legend. Maybe you guys will listen to him. I don't know. All right, we're going to get ready to listen to what Eli Manning has to say about Daniel Jones. He was on the Rich Eisen show. Guys, go check out the Rich Eisen show, man. It's a pretty dope show. I've been following him my whole career. It's one of the main reasons why I get into calling sports. Him, Stuart Scott, all those guys, Scott Van Pelt, all those guys back in the day were pretty good. But let's listen to what Eli Manning has to say.
Staff of doing things has unlocked Jones in a way that we've really not seen. What are you seeing, Eli?
Well, I think they're being very creative with the offense and finding different ways, obviously, to get Saquon the ball, but also to get Daniel outside the pocket, on bootlegs, on nakeds, where he can run, make plays, and be safe. They're doing some quarterback draws with going empty in different ways to get him where he can run for first downs, and a lot of play action under center. And so it's something he hadn't done a whole lot of, probably. So I think he's getting more comfortable with that, turning your back to the defense and then seeing what's going on down the field. But I think it's just Daniel has made a lot of really good decisions, and something that maybe it doesn't always get seen as a quarterback. You look at even in the Dallas game, that was the first thing I actually reached out to him. I said, you were being tested all game on being tempted to make a bad decision and to force a ball in when no one's there, and with pressure coming in the face at times, and guys that aren't always winning and getting open at times. And I'm like, just keep doing what you're doing. Do not force it. Do not think that you have to start making a play and making bad decisions, because the style of play you're doing right now is keeping you in the games, and y'all are getting games to the fourth quarter, and you're having opportunities to win. The Dallas game didn't work out for you, but the other ones have. So just keep playing smart football. Don't get tempted, and just keep doing what you're doing.
So you heard it from Eli Manning. He calmly said, keep doing what you're doing, Daniel Jones. Don't force anything. This is coming from a 2-time Super Bowl winning quarterback and a Hall of Famer and a New York Giant. Maybe you'll listen to Eli Manning a little bit. He's telling you what they're doing. They're keeping Jones on the center for a lot. They're running 12 personnel a lot. They're doing bootlegs and play actions to get Daniel Jones in space to where he can use his legs if he has to, if we don't have a receiver at one of the levels that they put the receivers on. They're playing smart team football. This coaching staff knows what they have, and they're using it to their advantage. We really had the element of surprise in a lot of games. You heard what he said. He said against that Dallas game he was proud of them because Dallas tested DJ all game long. And if he would have threw anything that was wrong, it would have been intercepted. And as you saw at the very end of the game, when David Seals fell on his route, it was picked off by Diggs. Because they don't have to respect our receivers, bro. Now, Daniel Jones threw for over 200 yards against a very good Packers defense because Darius Slayton was in the game, and I told you he brings an element that this team needs. Speed. Respect. Marcus Johnson. He might not be the greatest receiver, the greatest route runner, but he does have a speed element to where you have to respect. You have to get out your back pedal. Daniel Jones is playing smart football. Is he playing outstanding, great football? No. But in this situation, you can't say that he's not playing good football because he's doing what he's supposed to do, and he's keeping us in games, and this team has enough grit to pull those games out, and that's why we're 4-1. You guys want this super duper quarterback that throws up all these touchdowns and stats, but we don't have those people around that quarterback to do that. It's not hard. Patrick Mahomes, they have the receivers. They have the game plan to do that. He has the tight end to do that. Herbert, he has the tight end. He has the receivers to do that. Joe Burrow, they have 3 very good receivers that can be number ones on multiple teams. If you want that type of quarterback, you have to put that type of talent around him. You can't say that Daniel Jones should be doing what those quarterbacks are doing and he doesn't have the talent around him. Oh, he should just elevate talent around him. What quarterback is elevating a roster of receivers like this? What quarterback is doing that? Even Aaron Rodgers, his talent is not immense like it usually is, but it's better than what we have. Randall Cobb, Alan Lazard, Christian Watson, Romeo Dobbs, who's a surprise rookie, and I told people that he had talent coming out. A very good tight end, a very good backup tight end, 2 good running backs. The Packers were considered one of the top teams in the NFC until, guess what, we beat them. Now all of a sudden, the Packers are a mess. Okay. You heard it come out of Eli Manning's mouth right there that the Dallas Cowboys were just waiting for Daniel Jones to try to force anything. And you know what would have happened? It was a pick. We don't have the talent on this team to win the way that you want to win. But guess what? We're still winning. And that's wrong to win the way we're winning? Y'all got to be careful what you wish for, man, because everybody in San Francisco, I continue to say this, wanted to get rid of Jimmy G. They brought in Trey Lance, the rocket arm quarterback, can run all over the field. And it would have been a disaster this season. Jimmy G has came back and put the 49ers back where they usually are. A tough, gritty team. If you let them stay in the game, they will beat you in the end. That's how we're playing. We're playing just like how the 49ers play. Except we don't have Brandon Ayuk, Deebo Samuel, and George Kittle. We got Darius Slayton finally getting some playtime, a practice squad receivers in Marcus Johnson and David Seals, and Richie James, who was not even able to get on the field on that same 49ers team. But we do have Saquon Barkley, and we do have Brian Daboll, and we do have Daniel Jones, and that seems to be working just fine. But hey, you don't have to listen to me. Hey, you might not even listen to Eli because you just don't like Daniel Jones. And that's okay, but just come out and say it. Don't put those monikers on Daniel Jones saying that he can never be an elite quarterback. You don't know that. Those quarterbacks that you were talking about came into way better situations than Daniel Jones could ever dream of. He is just now this season getting the coaching staff that he needs to bring the best out of him. And Saquon Barkley is healthy. Other than that, he still doesn't have anything close to what those guys have. But guess what? He's 4-1. That doesn't show progress. You say that, oh, he's leading a team that can't put up points. We put up 27 points, but oh, it's not because of DJ. So who was it because of? Y'all got to stop this and let DJ be DJ, and let's see how far he can develop. And I'll be honest with you, we make the playoffs this year, I wouldn't mind them giving him a contract and put a couple of receivers around him and let's go do some things. Because the way I'm looking at it now, from the facts that are on the field now, we are 4-1 with practice squad receivers out there. And Darius Slayton. And people know what we're coming to do, and we're still able to win games. Because of our defense, because of our second half adjustments, and because Saquon Barkley is just that dude, and because Daniel Jones is playing very smart football right now. He's not forcing anything. And you got to give him credit for that. You can't bash a man for playing smart. You can't bash a man for not trying to force plays that are not there. Has he missed some throws this year? Yes, but every quarterback in the league misses throws. It's just that those other teams get way more opportunities to capitalize because of the way the immense talent that's around them. Am I saying DJs is on the caliber of those quarterbacks if he does get talent around him? No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I would like to see what he can do. I think he would be pretty good. So, if you don't want to listen to me, you may want to listen to a two-time Super Bowl champion and arguably one of the most clutch quarterbacks that ever played in this game. They said the same things about this guy that's smiling in this picture. He didn't wind up beating the GOAT twice. The GOAT. So, I mean, that's what I had to say about that, man. Eli Manning says Daniel Jones is playing very smart football, and he's extremely proud of him for not making the mistakes and forcing things on the field to where it would hurt this team. And to be honest with you, Daniel Jones is not the greatest quarterback. Hell, he might not even be a top 10 quarterback in a lot of you guys' eyes, even if he does get talent around him. But what I say when I build my teams, I build my teams to where we play great defense and my quarterback doesn't hurt my team. He may not give you all the explosive plays in the world, but when we needed Daniel Jones this season, third down, fourth down, he's came through every time. And that's the type of quarterback I like on my team. You may not be the greatest, but when I need you, I could depend on you. And I could depend on you not to go out there and make huge mistakes and hurt this team. I could play field position ball with you and get this and let my defense get the ball right back to you in great field position. And we go down there and we're getting touchdowns in the red zone this year. A lot of people are still not giving respect when respect is due. We are getting touchdowns in the red zone this year. We are way better than what we were. And Daniel Jones is a part of that, no matter if you like it or not. But that's been New York Giants Full Access today. Eli Manning says Daniel Jones is playing very smart football and he's extremely proud of him, and continue to do what you do. Don't force anything. Just be you and let's go win some football games. And I couldn't agree more. Thank you guys for watching. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that big blue join button if you want to talk your talk with Big Pat Sports Talk. Because you know I don't care what they thought. I'm going to talk my talk. And become a part of the Big Blue crew. Shout out to the New York Giants 4-1 on the way to 5-1 against these Ravens. Let's go. But until the next episode, you know what it is, man. Peace. This is a Big Blue Crew production.